All right, so this is take two. Just because I rambled too much, but that's who I am. So again, I do these videos for me. It's my video log. Recording my progress on my journey and my healing. Um, Going through a lot of things in my life and processing them all. And so this is my disclaimer. It's for me. If you just so happen to get on and you find that it intrigues you, inspires you, motivates you, um, or you can identify with whatever, and that's good. If you just look at it and go, that darn girl is rambling again, cool. um, just keep on moving. If you like it, give me the thumbs up just so that I know that I have some people out there kind of supporting me on my venture. Unity is great. If you want to pray for me, please do so. If you need prayer, I will always pray for you or find those who can for you. So, um, this is really about my mind, soul, body, and spirit man. And this is the growth in it. I've been a little stagnated, just because I realized yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, um, I think I did a video on it yesterday, that I've been pretty much depressed, and so I couldn't really figure out why I was depressed, but so I just needed some time away. I'm in the beautiful Coronado at the Lowe's Hotel. Just been here since yesterday, and my whole weekend is about resting, relaxing, taking the time to really get to, um, you know, get to know me better, and understand things about myself. 10:50. Understand things about myself that how I'm in a space where I'm like, how did I get here? And one of the things that made me start doing the video logs was, yeah, it's therapeutic for me. And I realized for 3 years my life has been just stagnated, just there's nothing being built. And so I was like, I've either been at a plateau or I've regressed. And so that really tears me up inside. So I had to make some changes. I was going through a lot in the past 2 years. Um, and even prior to that, I was going through some things, and I realized that I just keep stacking traumas on top of traumas and trying to deal with everything because I'm usually the rock for everybody else. All right, so gave you a little bit of that. So gave you a little bit of that, and yeah. Nevertheless, I I mind, body, and soul. So let's just talk about it. So I've also started some series called Check Yourself. Um, Check yourself before, and it's check yourself before you wreck yourself, really. And it's just, I started it because there are things that we do, we have our flaws, and we really hate to admit our flaws, or that we can find them so grand in everybody else and don't even realize that it's pointing back at us. And so usually we'll hear things. If you're in church, you'll hear a sermon and go, ooh, that girl should have heard that sermon, but it probably was for you. And it could have very well be for them, but check yourself. We do a lot of things like, oh my gosh, I hate when so and so gossips. But while I'm talking about I hate while so and so gossips, I'm gossiping and falling into that. So just being able to call ourselves on it, to go, ooh, here I am doing this certain thing that I don't like. So if I'm going to make changes, I can't keep pointing the finger at everybody else. The change has to start with me. And if I'm picking it up because of everybody else, then maybe I should remove myself from the situation or the people, right? All right, so those are the things that I'm learning. This is my journal. This video is for me, so I'm talking to me. Remember, I have to review these videos for me just to see how much I'm changing and where I'm regressing and where I move forward, my progress, right? So, from that's part of my mind, I'm just looking at things in a healthy way and saying, you know what, let me start a new series. Business wise, not really sure what I'm going to do, as I do need to figure out if I'm going to be an entrepreneur, go back to school, or just find a really great job that will take care of me until I'm ready to retire. All right. I do believe God made me something grand to do something grand. So I'm going to stop running from my purposes too. I promised the Lord that every door He opened, as long as He opened it, I would follow, I would go through it. And so I've managed to be going through every door. I don't think I've missed too many. And if I have, if I have missed any, I don't know that I have. But nevertheless, so mind. So that's what I'm doing, preparing for my mom and my son's birthday celebration in Julian. And I spent time with my grandchildren. I have one biological grandchildren, but I have others, and they're all my babies. They're my DNA somehow, some way. And I really got to spend time with Osana and Roro. And so I had a really good time and spoiled them and pampered them. Yeah. So that's good. And it did me really good. It did my heart really good. I got to see my children's father and the significant other in my life who's been there. Really get along for the first time, which was really, really interesting. It showed me that growth is possible. It showed me that having hope and faith in something is something that should be cherished. I don't think I thought I'd ever see that day where the two of them just meshed. In such a way that was like eye-opening. I know it was eye-opening for my daughter. I sent her pictures, and she was pleased. So yay. So that's me seeing growth, to know that it's there. So you know that I believe that the mind and the soul are as one, and so my soul. I'm clearing things out of. I'm clearing the way I think on certain levels. Really checking my cognitive on my thought process, my perception of things. I think a mosquito got me. My perception of what's distortion, what's not distortion, what are beliefs that are just insane. Let's see. Another thing would be really checking the time. I have somewhere to be. All right, gotta get out of here. Another thing would be so body wise, I am doing fantastic. I have lost 11 pounds, but I guess I'm plateauing there. So I need to do something about that. People see it, so I'm really grand that they see it. Let me see. My room is nasty. It's messy. It's dirty. I've got stuff everywhere. Those are corn chips. Corn chips are healthy. But I'm looking good. All right, it's sticking out. So, yeah, I think I'm looking good. I mean, Still got a lot to go, but I think I'm looking good. Um, yeah, I think I'm looking healthy. Still have lots to go because I'm a big thick girl, so yeah, I think while I'm losing the weight, it's still well proportioned, and so I'm thankful for God for the proportions He's given me, and so, um, and the fact that He knows that I like Hostess ding dongs and Susie Q's, and they still hit in the right places. All right, so let's see. So I'm doing really good. My calorie intake is up to 1,800. 1,800 and something. I don't usually let it go over 1,800. But my goal, because I'm trying to reach a weight by a specific time, is 1,237 a day. I do really well with staying in the 1,200 range, and in a few days I will go over into the 16, 14. So yeah, for the most part, the calories are working for me. The walking, I did do the ally pills for a while. I stopped just because there was no consistency, but I'm getting back in that. I'm doing meals from Sunbasket. Um, Mediterranean diabetic meals. I'm not a diabetic, but I want to make sure that I keep my meals healthy, since diabetes does run in the family. And I'm a big girl, so big girls, we got to kind of watch out for that. Let me see. My body's been aching a lot, so I have to drink more water because my water intake is not very well. I was up to 4 cups of water, 4 8-ounce cups of water a day. That's two Dasani bottles a day. Don't be talking about me. That's real good. Y'all have no idea because I would drink 1 cup every other day. So I'm doing good, but I need to do better. And good just means that the efforts are good. But I'm not doing good, really meaning that the intake needs to at least have 100 ounces of water. Okay, I should give you some indication of what my weight is. And so, that being said, it's my spirit man. Things have been going well at church. I've been really, focused on doing things for the Lord and not doing things for other people. So I'm not really getting caught in a lot of other people's stuff, which is kind of good. I see some hiccups going on around the church. I really don't consume myself with it anymore. I am still struggling with gossiping among my group, which means like um, um, my significant, or I don't really know what we are like ever, so it's just really hard to explain. I'd like to say my ex, but uh, yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna call him my significant no matter what, just because it's just easier. Um, that's something I don't want to venture into right now, because I'm too busy focused on me to venture in what's going on with him. And so I guess I'll address it a little bit, but let me get to the spirit thing. And so the spirit man, I'm praying a little bit more, but not as often as I need to be. Reading my Bible, picking it up. Um, Definitely starting to feel the Holy Spirit. You caught that? All right. Definitely feeling the Holy Spirit, and real pleased with that. Knowing that life just can't keep going the same way it is. We're made for a purpose, and whatever our heart's desire and passions are about, we need to embrace them. And so I'm doing that. And let's see, I'm working on some things in the church, and I think it's pleasing to the Lord, and putting trainings and things together. And so I'm really excited about what's to come. Wherever the Lord leads me, I'm gonna follow. And definitely being enlightened a lot on a lot of things. I'm being enlightened on things that are like, oh, that's a sermon. If anybody who knows me knows that I'm really not trying to feel it, but I definitely have embracing more sermons, writing stuff down. I usually do sermonettes or occasional sermon when asked. For the record, I am an evangelist, but I am so practical. It ain't nobody's business. And so that's why I really don't put it out there. As my bishop say, daughter, what I'm going to do with you? You just can't put it all out there like that. God know who I is, and he knows that I'm working on it. It's not an excuse. He knows that I'm working on me on a daily basis. Hence the spiritual walk. Working on my spirit, man. So there's that. I'm definitely the prodigal daughter, and I'm back. And so I'm working on it. Let's see. So let me go back a little bit on the significant other because I touched on it. I really want to get off because it's 15 minutes until I have somewhere to be. And so him and I have a unique kind of relationship. It's weird as weird can be. We've called each other twin flames. I used to call him my Hancock. Like, we repel from each other, but always find a way to magnify, magnetic. Like, we always cling back to each other one way or another, no matter what it is. So no matter how toxic it is. And so, I'm learning to not really embrace having him or not having him in my life, as I see that sometimes the circumstances are a choice and sometimes they're not. And so I'm finding, you know what? It's not in my interest to be looking for Mr. Right or whatever. God has something so beautiful for me, and I know it. But at this point in time, I have to embrace what God wants me to do. And when it comes to this particular man in my life, for whatever reason, he's in mine and I'm in his. I can't really deny it, So I've elected to, one, not get my own feelings hurt. The expectations of the hope I know that I heard that this man was my husband. Yet at the end of the day, we all have our own wills. I can't focus on that at all. I just need to sit back and let God be God and watch the wonders of him. So I'm not getting emotionally consumed. There are times when I see myself like going there and I'm like, I can't even do it, or talking about him a lot. And really, it's like I have to do whatever I have to do to process it. But one of the reasons I'm gone for the weekend is to process me getting away from him so that I can process me, because there are so many things that I wanted to do 3 years ago and didn't do. I'm a builder, I'm a protector, I'm a strengthener, I'm a pillar, I'm a foundation, I'm a cover. So, and those things move and shift based on who I'm around, how I'm around, and how we gonna make a teamwork work. But with him, it doesn't actually work like that. So I have to do all these things, and I'm realizing I have to do them for me. And so if I was going to do a doctoral program, it's because I want to do one, not because, hey, we can build on this, or if we do this in the church, we can build on this. So that's what I'm going through. Just learning to love on me some more, trust the Lord with all my heart, try not to understand what he's doing, get out of the gossiping. Every time I say something about him or anybody else, I can hear this small voice saying, shut up. Okay. And I'll be like, I just want to vent it out. I just want to get it out. Then I can hear, shut up, or consequences about that later. So be careful. All right. Well, that's my spill for today. Just updating you on my mind, body, and spirit, man. And when I say you, it's me. But if you just so happen to be watching, yay. So Do a thumbs up if you like it. Just lets me know that I have the support of people supporting me. I do know I've got my children out there, a couple of friends that are pretty much saying, hey, I'm watching you. I can see that I have the views, but I don't know that you're actually watching it. It does let me know how long that you watch the videos. Just saying. So, anyway, take care of you. Bye.